Yo, what's up guys? So today I just wanted to make a video on aggressive opping in Valorant, my tips for it. So before I show you my spots and stuff that are like things I like to do, just general advice if you plan on doing this. So floating is very important on defense side. You want to be unpredictable, always pushing different angles, getting control of different things. You want to be garage one round, C, you know, stuff like that. But when doing that, I think one thing that people miss out on is they don't ask their teammates like what the opponents have been doing, right? For instance, say you've never peeked garage or anything like that. You want to ask your garage player, yo, did they nade here? They flash anything garage? You know, you want to be sure you have that info, because if they constantly nade or smoke or do something like that, and you don't know it, that could get you killed. Like if you peek here into a raise nade, for instance, and they hit you at all, you're gonna die, even if you dash. Because like, yeah, let's say you peek here, kill one, and still dash. I'm pretty sure one vandal shot and a nade going off there, you're dead. You're not gonna get away. So always ask things like that, and hopefully you have a cooperative team. I know ranked can be quite, you know, tough with that, but yeah, always ask what's going on, and try to be unpredictable on defense for sure. So control, like what type of stuff you should be going for, different angles, things like that. Garage is always a good one to peek here and there. You don't want to do it too much because it's a very easy angle to get punished at, but you could definitely get a quick pick here and fall back for sure. I'd also recommend paying attention to the opponent's money and whether they've been opping, because a lot of times if they are, like, for instance, they have a jet who's opping, they're gonna hold you at garage. So if you know that, I wouldn't recommend peeking this angle. I would probably peek this more on I mean, you could do it on gun rounds, but if they're on a light buy, something like that, you could easily kill them here and get out. And it also gives you a lot of info. Like even if there's no one here, like you have all this, you could even peek in the window. A lot of times I'll pick someone who's in window and they have no one grass. So that's a really good one to peek here and there for sure. For C, what I like to do at C is a lot of people will smoke top, but I'll walk through it and I'll get right here at this angle and just hold for a minute, see if anyone's here. If nothing happens, I'll just slow walk down and then I'll hold this for a minute. And from here you have a lot of sound, so much info for your team, really huge spot. And this angle is pretty insane. Remember to be asking if they flash long C or anything like that, because if you are there and they flash, you have to get out. So yeah, that's a really good one. I really like this mid angle, but you need a teammate for it. So I would have probably an Omen or a Raze sit on top of B for me, and or you could do a smoke window, and you walk down here and then you get a grass pick. This is really strong, and you just kill one, get out. And guys, if you get that early pick, that advantage, try your best not to be greedy and go for more. Because having a 1-up is like so huge in this game. A lot of people don't realize that, like, especially if you kill a smoke or an entry fragger, like, it changes the entire round just like that. So try not to be greedy. That mid one's huge, very good strat. You can even have someone walk down with you too, that'd be good. So for long A, I typically like to get on the left side here at the beginning of the round, and I'll hold like this, because this person can't see me here. And if let's say there's a cypher that cages and they walk out left, this guy, he didn't see me, right? And I can hear him run through that. So basically from here, what I would just do is I would peek into him, and he'll probably be down by here by now, and I'll just kill him and get back. That's a really good one. If you're going for short, you would want to walk down and then peek from here, you know, clear all these angles first. And if I have control of this, what I like to do is get on the box, and then I will hold this. And from here, my teammate can rotate. I have complete control of A. This is like a nut spot that you can get into. So yeah, this one's huge. Definitely recommend that. Another good one, let me think. You could always, you know, you want to mix it up too. You don't want to always be aggressive, because eventually, even though you're switching sites and stuff like that, it gets to a point where they're going to expect it. So, I mean, you could be aggro one round and then another round just sit on top of B and just hold down mid. A lot of times I'll sit on this left side of B site and watch if anyone's coming out mid. A lot of times people will dry swing this and I can kill them. Or I could late peek into window A lot of people will flash the window, so I don't typically like to hold it because you just get blinded. So yeah, that's this is a really good spot. You know, you have so many off angles in this map, and icebox as well, with the op. So, you know, always be unpredictable. Have a mix of passive and aggressive, and that will help you a lot. So yeah, those are my defense things that I like to do. Now for attack, now this is where I think it's a lot more risky to buy an op, and where people struggle the most. So for Haven, you know, some maps I won't buy an op, but on a Haven I do. I think it's really good, depending on how your opponent's playing. So pay attention to if your opponent's peeking garage. B, what you're, you know, you want to keep a close eye on this. If they're playing aggressive, if they're gonna give you that opportunity to get a pick, because you know if they're playing really passive, there's really, I mean, there's no point in buying the op because you're not gonna get that opening pick, right? So one thing I like to do a lot is come out mid here, and when doing this, you need to have your teammate flash window or just have some sort of info mid because people will walk down on you. So if you ever want to go for a garage pick, ask your teammate, hey, flash window, camera, arrow, something like that. And from here, what I like to do is literally just hold this crack angle, because the amount of times that people will jiggle from this window just to peek into garage, it's like the freest kill you can get. It's really, really good. And remember, like, if you haven't seen them peek in garage or fighting garage, I just wouldn't, like, you know, don't come here and hold it. I wouldn't recommend it because if they're not going to give you it, there's just no point. But that's a really good one. Another one I like to do is on C. So I'll get to the left side here. You want to be on the left, not the right, because if someone's going to peek for info, they're going to kind of, like, for instance, if you're up here and you peek long C for info, the best thing you can do is jump peek. But a lot of times people just shoulder and like show their whole body because they don't feel like going through all the effort. If you're on that side, you're gonna have a much easier shot than being on the left. So I'll hold that for a little bit, see what's up. Another thing to pay attention to is where their Cypher, Sova, Killjoy, any of those guys are playing. Because, I mean, if they have, say, Cypher on C, right? He's gonna see you with a camera. So there's really no point in going aggro there because he's playing passive. He's not gonna be peeking you. So try to play around them for sure. A lot of times Killjoys will play A site if they are on. A good Killjoy would float, be unpredictable. That'd be ideal, but a lot of times teams don't put in that effort, especially in ranked. So yeah, just try to play around those sentinels and stuff. Another really good angle you can hold is if nothing's peeking you garage or anything, or nothing's peeking you mid, you know, no picks here. Try to get up to B and hold one of the links. I recommend the A link because typically they're gonna have like a guy garage and C and then an A link guy. Yeah, I don't really run into people on the side unless that's the garage player, but I mean, if the guy's on the side, it's likely you would have garage control. Yeah, so let's say you have this smoked off, you could get in here and then hold this link. That's really huge because people will definitely peek you from here. That's a free kill. And then you just get bomb down, don't go backside or anything like that, and then you play post plant. That could be a really good strat. So yeah, it's all about that control, man, because once you're posted in here with an op, you have control of this entire lane for your team, which is really, really strong. So for A is a little more difficult to get an opening pick, I think, unless they give it to you. So I'll hold short. That's a really good one. And then for long, I like to jump peek because if they are opping, you have a high chance of getting legged if you jump, which is better. I just think it's so much better than going like this because, I mean, if he's holding you, you're gonna die. But yeah, let's say no one's peeking, no entries, nothing like that, and you want to get up long. First thing I would do is clear this angle right here, right? Just make sure no one's peeking close, and then I'll jump up. And then typically you'd have heaven smoked, but if you don't, you can watch it. But from here, you can actually see their heads if they're playing hell. And I'll just sit here the entire time while my team takes site, and I'll hold for them. If someone's running out back site to retake, anything like that, this is a really huge angle. Be careful of your flank, of course. Make sure you have a trip or someone watching that for you, but this is a really strong spot. And let's just say for some reason you are up on site. It's not really good to be over here, I don't think. Like hell, you can just get flashed and killed pretty easily. But sometimes I'll peek into the angle here because this is a very strong one to hold. Yeah, I mean, yeah, always try to work those off angles for sure. This one's a bit too exposed, but I mean, you could probably get one to fall or something. But yeah, this box right here, if your team's taking sight, I definitely recommend sitting up there. It's really, really good. But yeah, sorry if this video was kind of all over the place. I tried to get it as like organized as I could, but remember, communication, asking where people are playing, what they're doing, huge. Always try to get that control and that info for your team if you're playing aggro. Be unpredictable. Play passive sometimes. Sometimes you can't go aggro. That happens. And yeah, I hope that this helped you. If you guys have any questions, please just leave a comment and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.